Okay, we are back, and now we are going to try to breeze through the law of cosines. So this is the one that was definitely the hardest for people, but I have some good news for you, so stay tuned. The law of cosines is also used for non-right triangles. And we use the law of cosines when we have side angle side information or side 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 information. This is the one that's really challenging to do. This is the one that's really just a bunch of calculator work. And so in class and originally on the test, I was going to test you over both of them, but in light of what's going on, I'm not going to give you this super challenging one. So we're only going to do the kind it looks intimidating, but it's really just calculator work. So let's begin by writing down the law of cosines. C squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2 times a times b times the cosine of angle C. So what's important, all these lowercase letters stand for side lengths, but this one is an angle. And what's critical about the law of cosines is that side C and angle C are across from each other. A and B, it doesn't matter what the other two sides are, okay? But side C and angle C must be across from each other. So we're just going to do one example of the law of cosines, and then you can practice it a little bit on your own. So draw a triangle like this. This is 5, this is 7, and this is 100 degrees. So in this case, I would like for you to find this third side. So you can see here that we've got side, angle, side information, and so that's our kind of happier, easier one to work with. So I just want to begin. The thing that's critical is that the angle and the side that are across from each other in the law of cosines have to go here and here. So when I put this side down, it's got to be x. So I'm going to say x squared equals. A and B are the 5 and 7. It does not matter which one goes where. So I'm going to say 5 squared plus 7 squared. I'm just copying my formula. Minus 2, that's always in there, times A times B, and again, these are interchangeable, times the cosine of angle C, which is 100 degrees. So as intimidating as this looks, and it is a mess, it's really not hard because here's my variable and it's almost alone already, right? The only thing I'm going to have to do in terms of solving is deal with that squared. All of this stuff, it can be typed into the calculator, the whole thing. So that's what I want you to do. Find a calculator, and the one on Desmos.com, the scientific calculator, works great for this if you need an online one. So we have 5 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 5 times 7 times the cosine of 100, close up your parentheses. So that whole thing we typed in, and I'm going to drop this down. I get x squared equals about 86.2. The biggest mistake that people make is they think they're done, but clearly this side is not 86 units long, and so the only solving step is to get rid of that squared. We have to take the square root on both sides. And I'm not going to clear this out of my calculator. I'm just going to say the square root of that answer is about 9.3, and that looks much more reasonable. So x is approximately equal to 9.3. And we're done. So with the law of cosines, really the only thing you have to be careful about is making sure that the angle you put here and the side that you put here are across from each other. If you can do that, the rest is sort of a piece of cake.